Whoa, it's the illusion. I don't know if I'm reporting from the Matrix or Spaceship Earth. The duality of it all, right? One's real, one's not. So I'm in here, this big storm came through and dude, the wind was howling last night, like gust, like, I don't know. The weather thing said like 65. And so I was, the greenhouse was getting battered. Unfortunately, if you've been watching my videos, I anchored it to the earth. Right? But this one corner over here where one of the poles was bent right there blew out. And it was a flapathon. Because this thing's a giant sail, right? So in the middle of the night, I tied all that up, and I did my best just to get the greenhouse to survive the night, right? And I'm in here today, fixing it up, and it is like a sail. You have to have it taut. That's what I'm realizing on the thing. Like now, it's totally stabilized. I'm building up like a berm around the whole thing to anchor it all down and keep it all taut, and it seems to be doing pretty good because it's still pretty windy, right? But as I'm doing this, you know, I started thinking about those people in Ohio, like East Palestine or Stein, East Palestine, right? The vinyl chloride people. You know, and I was thinking about them and just how pathetic it's all gotten, where like even helping people is political now. Like, right? Like now that the orange man's going there, like the drooling old guys people are gonna show up just to outdo the orange man, and I'm like, that's so pathetic, dude. I'm like, if these people need help, they need help. And the ones that are just slurping up the gravy are the rail car people, right? They can't believe that FEMA and the federal government's just not climbing right up their butt. But then they look at the thing and they're like, oh, it's a red county or a red district, dude. Flyover country, right? I'm thinking about, you know, just how far off the rails this whole thing's gone. And I'm in here and trying to fix up my greenhouse, right? And I was thinking about like last night, like listening to the wind and checking on it a couple times, and you know, just getting hammered by the storm and just being like, well, it'll either be there in the morning or it won't or whatever. And as I'm fixing it up this morning, thinking about these people, I go, there's no one coming to help. It's us. We are our own Calvary. Like, we are our own communities. We are going to have to move past this thinking that is, I mean, this has all been laid out for decades, man. Like that's what's so weird about it all is, you know, part of me shocked that where are the environmentalists, dude? This would have been chaotic back in the 90s, right? Where's Rachel Carson now, right? But anyway, she wrote Silent Spring, which started the whole environmental movement. If you don't know who Rachel Carson is, dude, Silent Spring. But it's just pathetic because, you know, it's we're all at the whims of this broken, failed thing. And I think part of the problem is on a deeper level is like even me, like I'm sitting here like thinking, I'm like, well, how do we help one of these families out there? How do we help one of these people? Like, what do we do? And it's, it's 2 weeks ago, right? And then, I talk about it is what can we do for them? I don't know, man. They've already been dosed, right? Their whole setup's been dosed. What do? We realize that the whole thing's just up for grabs right now. And we hunker down and we work harder. I mean, I think that's the thing, the more, like, to tie it all together somehow, is when you get out here, the mountains don't care, the wind doesn't care, not like it's doing what it does. And the system, I don't think, is any different than the mountains. It doesn't care either, dude. It just does what it does. And I think that's one of the things that, took me a long time in my life to fully, like, accept, is it just does what it does. There's no surprises. I think the naive, idealistic, young part of me always thought that you could change the scorpion into a hummingbird or something, dude. A scorpion's a scorpion, right? A scorpion will do what a scorpion does. And the very nature of governments and government systems isn't about people. It's always about power, right? And that's why, like, you think about that thing, like, why was it such a big deal, the whole, Constitution and Bill of Rights and the American thing was, it was the myth that maybe power could be put in the people's hands. And for all intents and purposes, it's always been in our hands. But yet, we keep thinking that what is the thing now is that. It's not. Like, the power got relinquished to the system a long time ago, dude. A long time ago. The corporations and the people that make the decisions in the corporations. I mean, you think about it. Think about the dudes who are scooping up the money, who don't take care of the rail system. They got kids and family and all that stuff too, dude. So I don't really understand it all, but then I do, because it's easy not to be connected when you're not connected. That's why getting back and trying to do something like this, it's like connected. Like, you're like, all right, man, wind's gnarly. Did I secure my greenhouse? Are my plants gonna get hammered? How am I gonna pull it? And you get up. You're up at 11 o'clock at night in the middle of a windstorm, lashing things down and making sure it's all gonna be okay, dude. Like I was doing my rounds and the tarp blew. Like, I had my tarp all secured around my pallet of concrete. The thing was long gone. Fortunately, it wasn't raining. It was just snowing. And, I had to, spend, a half an hour just reconstituting my tarpentry on the concrete to save it. But that's what it is there's no days off. And I think for us is or people, that's what is the definition now. You're either aiming for no more days off, or you're trying to get all your days off. There's no, because once you realize there's no days off, there never has been any days off, it does make it all that much easier to just be fully invested in the daily struggle to maintain, right? So yeah, people making a big deal. The orange man's coming. Booty judgers not, dude. 500 million for the wheat fields. Where's the drooling old man? I hope none of you people actually think that we can rely on any of these dudes. Nothing's gonna change in 2024. The big red wave fail, and who cares how many 40,000 hours of J6 tapes, and there's no one in charge, like, in a weird way. I think that's what the people know at the top, right? There's just God, and free will says that you can turn your back on God and do whatever you want, right? I think the power elites fully know there are no rules. I mean, how do you explain something like the wheat fields of Eastern Europe right now? There's no rules. There's no rules. The only rules are set before, as we stand before God, right? Honor, truth, justice, love, respect, dignity, grace, honesty. You know, that's the rules are inside of ourselves with connectivity to a higher power, right? If you don't have that, dude, you don't care if the train cars derail. You don't care. And that's the thing, is I think that's where the big white pill about this all is at, is once you realize there are no rules, you get to establish the rules. And the only rules you would want to have are the ones that you would want to answer to God about, right? If you don't want to, like, answer to God about it, don't do it, basically. Like, I'm sitting here in this greenhouse, like, stoked. The wind's flapping around, it's snowing out there. Like, I didn't quit. We don't quit, man. But the reason we don't quit is because we know that there's no one coming to help us, man. If we don't help ourselves, dude, and I mean, like, the simple paradigm is this, and it's like I'm broken record about it. The first person you must help is yourself. You got to put the oxygen mask on yourself. You have to repair yourself first. You can't fix the rail systems. You can't fix East Palestine. You can't fix the government. You can't fix your family. You can't fix anything till you face yourself. Till you look yourself in the mirror and admit what it is. Right? And once you do that, once you understand the truth of what that means and how you fix that, and there's only one way to fix it, and it is going to a God of your understanding, you know. Once you fix that, right, then you can begin to fix the people next to you, right? I don't mean fix them, I mean help them fix themselves, dude. I gotta go. It's my insurance agent. I thought I would finish that up. That was my auto insurance guy, dude. I guess what I'm trying to say is if you haven't started, you need to start now. You need to take control of your situation. You need to take control of your life. No one's coming to help you. No one's coming to rescue. The system's broken. The government hates you. The people that claim they are either red or blue or Democrat or Republican or liberal or conservative, they hate you too, dude. You got to start living for yourself, man. And you got to go start finding the beautiful people in your world and your immediate thing. And you got to start building the new reality for yourself, dude. Either that or just wait for the train car to derail in your backyard and realize the truth when it's too late, man. That it's totally unregulated. There are no rules. There are no rules anymore, man. The EPA's not looking after it. The National NTSB's not looking after it. Nobody's looking after your family's well-being or your well-being except you, dude. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna wait for them? Or are you gonna take control of the situation yourself? I gotta wake up every day and take control of the situation myself, because that's all we can do. And I tell you what, it's the most rewarding thing ever, dude. Like, yeah, I'm fired up, man. My greenhouse is gonna pull it, dude. I'm gonna pull it. We're all gonna pull it, dude. There's no free passes. That's the thing, dude. There's no free passes, dude. There's no free passes. It's just this. Those mountains over there, I don't care. This wind blowing this snow around, it doesn't care. These birds all over the place, they don't care either, dude. Look at that bird right there. Think he's worried about it? Nope. Not worried about it either, dude. The only person that cares is you. And the minute you realize that, you'll realize that you better start caring for yourself, dude. So anyway, I want to send some love out there. I know it seems like it's not, but it is. I think we need to be a little bit harder on each other right now. Toughen up, dude. Toughen up. Because it's not going to get easier, dude. Do you think it's going to get easier? Anyway, man, hit that like, subscribe. Links down below. Use the name tags. Be kind to people, man. Be kind to people, because that's the most powerful thing you can do, man. Anyway, it's The Illusion signing off.